Have you ever finished a plate of grilled eel and, just 30 minutes later, found yourself sprinting to the bathroom with no warning at all? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone, and today, we are going to explain exactly why it happens, using real digestive science, not guesswork. Eel is one of the most nutritionally dense foods you can eat. A single 100-gram serving contains roughly 21 grams of fat, 19.6 grams of protein, and around 224 calories, along with vitamin A, vitamin E, omega-3 fatty acids, and mucin. That dense fat profile is precisely what makes eel such a powerful stamina-boosting food. But it is also the reason the wrong combination afterward can bring your entire digestive system to a crashing halt. Here is the physiology you need to understand. When fat enters your small intestine, your body releases a hormone called cholecystokinin. This hormone signals the gallbladder to contract and release bile, while simultaneously triggering the pancreas to secrete lipase, the enzyme that breaks fat into absorbable fatty acids and glycerol. Research on digestive biochemistry confirms that lipase operates best at body temperature, between 35 and 40 degrees Celsius. It also depends on a stable intestinal pH balance. Disrupt either condition and fat bypasses absorption, dumps into the colon, triggers osmotic water pull and excessive gut motility, and the result is explosive watery diarrhea. So which foods shatter those conditions after an eel meal? The most notorious pairing is eel and peach. Peach contains around 1% organic acids, primarily malic acid and citric acid, rising as high as 1% or more in yellow-fleshed varieties. When those organic acids flood the small intestine, while eel fat is still mid-digestion, two problems erupt simultaneously. First, the organic acids directly irritate the intestinal lining, overstimulating gut motility. Second, the acidic shift lowers lipase activity, leaving fat partially undigested. That undigested fat descends to the colon, where bacteria ferment it, produce excess short-chain fatty acids, and drive an osmotic surge of water into the bowel. The outcome for anyone with a sensitive gut or irritable bowel syndrome can be severe. That said, not everyone reacts the same way. Individuals with robust digestive systems may handle the combination without obvious symptoms, which is why some people dismiss this as pure myth. Individual variation is real, and none of this replaces advice from your own doctor. The second worst combination is eel followed by ice cream. Eating cold, high-fat dairy immediately after a high-fat meal creates a triple problem. Cold temperature drops gastric temperature below the 35-degree threshold, where digestive enzymes function optimally, as confirmed by multiple gastrointestinal health resources. On top of that, ice cream adds another significant fat load on top of the eel's 21 grams of fat, pushing total fat intake well beyond what many people can absorb comfortably in one sitting. The combined fat burden overwhelms the bile lipase system and delivers large volumes of unabsorbed fat straight to the colon. The third dangerous combination is eel paired with cold beer or carbonated soft drinks. Alcohol suppresses gallbladder contraction, which reduces bile release at exactly the moment your body needs it most. Without adequate bile, fat emulsification fails at step 1. Carbonated beverages add gas pressure that disrupts gastric motility and speeds transit time, pushing partially digested fat through the intestine too quickly for proper absorption. Now for the genuinely good news. Certain pairings actively accelerate fat digestion after eel, and they have been used in Korean culinary tradition for centuries. For exactly this reason, pairing eel with fresh ginger is scientifically the strongest choice. Ginger's active compounds gingerol and shogal stimulate bile secretion, boost lipase release, and clinical studies report gastric emptying rates nearly twice as fast compared to a control group. A warm ginger tea, made by simmering 10 grams of sliced ginger in 300 milliliters of water for 10 minutes, adding half a lemon's worth of juice and 1 teaspoon of honey. Drunk within 30 minutes after the meal, can substantially ease post-eel heaviness and reduce diarrhea risk. Eating eel wrapped in perilla or lettuce leaves with a small clove of garlic is the second powerful strategy. Perilla's chlorophyll modulates fat absorption in the small intestine and binds bile acids that would otherwise recirculate and burden the liver. Garlic's allicin stimulates digestive enzyme secretion. This is why virtually every eel restaurant in Korea serves these exact garnishes, not just for flavor but for measurable digestive support. The third practical recipe is a quick daikon radish salad served alongside eel. Grate or finely shred 200 grams of daikon. Lightly salt it, squeeze out excess water, and dress it with 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar, half a teaspoon of sesame oil, and a small amount of fresh ginger juice. Daikon contains the enzymes diastase and amylase, which assist protein and starch breakdown and reduce the overall digestive burden of a rich meal. Here is your 7-day practical plan. On day 1, simply eliminate the 3 dangerous combinations. No peach, no ice cream, no cold beer after eel. On day 2, add perilla leaves and lettuce to every eel meal. On day 3, introduce post-meal ginger tea within 30 minutes of finishing. On day 4, add the daikon salad to the table. On day 5, make a combined dipping sauce of garlic, ginger, and a small amount of fermented paste to go with the eel wraps. On day 6, replace cold carbonated drinks during the meal with room temperature water or warm barley tea. On day 7, review your digestion notes. If bloating is reduced, bowel movements are more regular, and post-meal fatigue has eased, you have found your optimal eel eating protocol. One final and important reminder: everything shared in this video is general health information. It is not medical diagnosis or treatment. If diarrhea lasts more than 24 hours after eating, if you see blood in your stool, or if you develop a fever, please consult a healthcare professional immediately. Anyone with gallbladder disease, irritable bowel syndrome, or chronic digestive conditions should discuss high-fat meal choices directly with their doctor. Keep ginger intake below 10 grams per day. And if you take blood-thinning medications, check with your pharmacist before increasing ginger consumption. Your gut health is built one meal at a time. Make the right pairing choices and eel becomes the powerful, nourishing food it was always meant to be.